Hello, my beautiful co-creators. Today is my 25 days of my law of attraction manifestation journey. I'm turning my TV down. I'm just chilling over here. Today's my 25 days of my law of attraction 100-day manifestation journey, and I have to say I'm so thankful and grateful that I've made it through 25 days. I remember when I first started, I was so scared. I was just like, oh my gosh, like four days into it, I was just like really questioning what the heck have I gotten myself into. And not, I'm not going to lie, I still have those days where it's like I kind of have to push myself, but I love it because it really allows me to go beyond my fear every single day, you know. And before I just even talk about what I wanted to express today, I just wanted to say thank you. I'm so thankful and grateful for all this new people that are entering my life. I've had quite a few messages from people that I don't know, and it just amazes me how people can connect with each other, you know. It's like mind boggling to me, or mind something. I don't know. I don't even know if I said that right. But anyways, today, but yes, thank you everybody for saying such nice words, such beautiful way of expression. You know, I've had quite a few. I just shared one this morning, but I had like 3 or 4 of them, and most of them, I could tell who wants to keep things private, so I'm never going to share anything unless I have permission. So, and some messages or some expressions, people are just sharing their story, and that's perfectly fine, and I welcome everything, and I'm so thankful and grateful for you guys. I really am. Actually, it's the messages that have really helped me to continue on. So love and light. God bless. I love you all so much. Anyway, so yesterday I was venting. Well, normally I would say the word venting because that's what we think we're venting. But I have to say I have to switch the words around a little bit. And I wasn't venting. I was really, truly experiencing the lack aspect of my career path. Like I've been questioning that for years, and you know, and I was kind of stuck there. But I have to tell you, speaking about it, saying it out loud, it just lifted that something on my shoulder. It's like this burden that I was carrying for years of not accomplishing certain aspect in my career goals. That was just like, it was almost like a curse sitting on my shoulder. That was just like, just chitter chatting, in my brain. And yesterday when I said it out loud, it almost like I set it free, and I feel so much lighter. I'm so much. My frustration was still there when I woke up this morning, and then as the day went on, I thought about like 2 people like synchronistically said to me, but your biggest accomplishment is your son. People, I've heard that in the past many times, but this time I heard it differently, and I just thought, God, it's so true. Sometimes we base our accomplishments on things in terms of our career and our home and our cars and our material possessions, because we think those are the things that really make us, because it just somehow, if some people have it, if you don't have certain things, you feel like you don't fit in, and that's not self-love. I practice self-love, and if I tell myself that I'm not good enough just because my career hasn't quite kicked in, but I understand the bigger picture of it, I really do. I mean, I am where I need to be. Had I gotten this, and or that, I never would have became the person that hey, oh Lord. I never would have became the person that I am today. Ladybug, stop! Oh Lord. I don't want to stop this video right now, but anyways, please ignore her. I think my son's here, so she's just going berserk. But yes, I'm already in 4 minutes, but what I wanted to say today is, please, I know that sometimes we are hard on ourselves because we haven't achieved certain things. But you have to think about the accomplishments that you have already accomplished. given it may not look like to it with other people, or in terms of the world doesn't see you in a certain way, so it's like it's all, but it has nothing to do with anybody else. It's all about your own perception, and it's never too late to do anything. And I am so thankful and grateful for all my beautiful accomplishments. Yesterday I shared my frustration out of anger and just heat of the moment of how I didn't accomplish this or how I didn't accomplish my career goal. But then when I think about it deep down inside, I've accomplished so much. I mean, my first marriage was a disaster. And somehow, out of that physical, violent relationship, I was still able to find love, And one of my accomplishments, my biggest accomplishment of all, which all mothers can relate. I am not the only one that is saying that this is every woman that has a child knows in her heart that her biggest accomplishment is her children, her child, or if you have more than one, her children. That is and if sometimes we forget and we're hard on ourselves, please remember that our biggest accomplishment as women are our children. And if you don't have kids and you're young, because I know I have different people on my website and my Facebook that are young also, think about something. This is for everybody, anybody that's listening. Think about one or two accomplishments that that you have accomplished that has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with money or possession or things, Like mine, like I said, my biggest accomplishment is my son. Oh my God, how can I be down on myself when I know I have given birth to such a beautiful child? He came out of my womb. I carried him for 9 months. What a huge accomplishment. And I'm so blessed in love. I have not only managed to find true love once, I've managed to find true love twice in one lifetime. And I've learned there's more than a person can have, more than one soulmate in one lifetime. You can have two. Oh hell, you could have many. But I've experienced, in terms of relationship, that you can have more than one soulmate. And I've accomplished that in my life. I really have. And, and to me, that's just like, wow, good for you, girl. I managed, I have such a soulful husband, who I have been with for so long. And he's like my biggest supporter. The man would move mountains for me. If he could, he would. And I have accomplished in my marriage. I have a beautiful, loving relationship in my marriage, and sometimes I forget. My mom had a stroke, about 8 years ago. We thought she wasn't going to make it. 8 years later, that woman is still kicking, and that is just like, and some kind of accomplishment in itself, because from her experience, I've learned, my mom doesn't, she lost her mobility to talk, and only thing she says is the word, I love you. I love you. That's all she says, And from that echo of her voice, I've managed to accomplish when it comes to love beyond just words, There's so many little things that I've accomplished, Okay, so I don't have the master's degree in certain thing, but I've worked my tush off. I educated myself, I've learned about every religion out there. I've accomplished to find the kingdom of God is within me. I don't have to struggle to know who or what God is, because I have worked my tush off to go on that journey, and I have accomplished to surround myself with so many loving beings here, who are all about awakening humanity, awakening love and light in others. And I've managed, somehow I accomplished that aspect of my life where I brought myself somehow around these people who are just all about just awakening humanity, and love, and compassion for everybody. And somehow I've managed to find that essence of that. A lot of people can't find that. You know, people wake up every single day and they just live. They just live. But I've managed to go beyond that a little bit and expanded my mind in ways that I never ever thought possible. Never would have thought possible. You know, the person that I am inside today, that's not the same person. Of course, I was the same person 20 years ago, but my journeys have brought me to where I am today. So yes, you know, so yesterday I kind of forgot all the, you know, I based my accomplishment on a piece of paper. It's not what you hold in your hand, it's what you have in your heart. And I was kind of reminded of that. And I this is why I don't run away from my issues. I experience it. When I'm having a freaking crazy moment, I don't run away from it. I embrace it. And I ask myself, why am I experiencing this? There has to be a reason why this situation bothers me. So you gotta go through and don't run away from your problems and your issues. Embrace them and then find some light in it. So anyways, I'm going to end today, but here's my thought to you. Please, my beloved brothers and sisters, find one thing that you are grateful for and that you feel like in your heart that you have accomplished. I don't care how silly it may sound or how big it is. I don't care what value you put in it, as long as it's an accomplishment for you, you know? And I'm telling you, if you start thinking about it, you're going to have a laundry list of things that you already have, that you didn't even think that you had accomplished, you know? Just go beyond the material and you'll find it. And I kind of have to go through that. But yes, I'm so looking forward to tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Like, seriously, everything I do for myself, but I also do for you. Everything that I share, everything that I express, all the stories that I tell of my life is the only way I could say what I need to is if I tell you what I'm experiencing, and through someone's experience you see like, oh gosh, you know, God, you know, I'm not the only one going through it. And when you know that you're not alone, it gives you hope. And that's what my message is to, you know, that you're not alone. I'm not alone. We are not alone. We have so much, so much. We just have to know that we have it. And sometimes we forget, you know. But anyways, love and light. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.